Sal. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bill Cook Gymnasium. We have Don's basketball for you this Wednesday night as they take on the Pirates from Orange Coast College. I'm Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. Looks like down on the court they're about to announce the starting five for both teams, but I'm sure they'll be doing the pledge, or not the Pledge of Allegiance, the Star Spangled Banner. So we'll take a quick, brief break and come back to you with the starting fives for both these teams. Back here at Bill Cook Gymnasium for game number 27 on the season for your Dons as they enter tonight with a record of 11-5, 5-9 in conference play. They are led by head coach David Bragg, who is in his 21st year with the program. The last time we were here, or I was here, the Dons defeated the Cypress Chargers 66-60. That was last Tuesday, back on February 13th. Tonight they'll be taking on the Orange Coast College Pirates. The Pirates enter with an identical record, 11-15 overall, and also 5-9 in conference play. They've been plagued with injuries this season, but are coming off a home victory against Golden West College last Friday. Orange Coast is led by 23rd-year head coach Steve Spencer, who took over this program back in 2001. So down on the court, they just announced the Orange Coast Pirates starting five. Let's go ahead and do that for you here at home. They're going to go with three guards and two forwards. At the first guard position, Isaiah Lee, the sophomore from Westminster High School. Number 3, Cody Aquino, a 6'3" sophomore from Honolulu, Hawaii. Then they'll go on the last guard position, Josh Govett, a 6'4" sophomore from Houston. Houston's in the Central California region of California, of course. And at the two forward positions, they have Cade Dickey wearing number 20, the 6'3" freshman from Aliso Niguel High School. And rounding it off at the 5, Mitchell Rawlings, the 6'7" freshman from Folsom, also in the Sacramento area. And for your Dons, they just announced the started 5 on the court. It'll be 2 guards, 3 forwards. At the starting point guard position, Carson Roberts, the 6' freshman from Red Rock Academy over in Las Vegas. At the other guard position, they'll go Jimmy Williams, the 6'4" sophomore from Shadow Mountain over in Phoenix, Arizona. At the 3 forward positions, they'll go Vaughn Maxwell, the freshman from Katy, Texas. Caden Minter, the freshman from Mater Dei wearing number 33. And Court Franklin, the 6'6" sophomore from Calvary Chapel. It'll be Court Franklin to jump for your Dons, and this one's tapped out of bounds off of Franklin. He won the jump over Mitchell Rawlings. However, his teammate Roberts thought it was out on Rawlings. Instead, it's out on the Dons, and the Orange Coast Pirates will get the first possession here. Again, if you're just tuning in, first half just started between the Orange Coast Pirates and the Santa Ana Dons. Oh, Jimmy Williams gets a deflection. However, the Pirates are able to recover. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. They swing it around. Corner 3 from the, no good. And it's Minter who grabs the rebound. So first 3 of the game was taken by Cody Aquino over on the right wing. Roberts now has the ball for the Dons. Game is still scoreless. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons Basketball, wherever you're listening into. As the Dons get into their motion offense, Minter with the pick and pop. Thought about the three-pointer, now takes a tough mid-range bunny, gets it from the free throw line. A tough 2 for the leading scorer for your Santa Ana Dons, the second leading scorer in the Orange Empire Conference. The Dons do a nice job of trapping. Good dish there by Aquino, gets it over underneath 2K Dickey, and he has an easy 2 for the Pirates. 2-2 is the score, just under 19 minutes left to go here in the first half. Roberts takes the bump. Nice use of the pivot foot there. Gets it to Minter, and Minter was fouled on the way up. I believe he had a foot behind the three-point line, so that'll be 3 free throws for Caden Minter. As I mentioned, Minter, a redshirt freshman from Mater Dei. Leading scorer for the Dons, 18.5 points averaging on the season. Shooting 81% from the free throw line, cashes in on the first one. These two teams both in the Orange Empire Conference, both played each other back on January 19th as Minter connects on the second. 4-2 now is the score. The Dons came out victorious back on January 19th. 76-63 was the final score, so a comfortable 13-point lead. Leading scorer in that game was Caden Minter, who's now at the free throw line. 3 for 3 on that trip. And your Dons have a 5-2 lead early in the first half. Aquino now has it. Looks like the Dons are going to go with a trap once the player gets a hat in the corner. A soft zone switch look as now the Pirates do a nice job of swinging it, but they take a long 3. That's Isaiah Lee. It's tipped out back to Lee. Lee with a good step through, kicks it back out to Aquino. Aquino, good ball pressure here from the Dons. They swing it back around. Three-pointer taken and made by Josh Govett. Wearing number 13 with the black sleeve on his left arm. He connects on the first three-pointer, and things are all tied up at 5 apiece. Both these teams, as I mentioned, identical records. Identical conference records, too. Both 5-9 in the Orange Empire Conference, one of the best conferences in the state of California in the 3C2A. Roberts takes a 3 from the far corner and connects. 8-5 is the score, and very quickly, head coach Steve Spencer for Orange Coast is going to take a timeout. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons Basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. Both these teams, again, played in the Orange Empire Conference in the first round, I guess you can call it. Dons came out victorious at Orange Coast, 76-63. The Dons have had, well, I don't want to say a disappointing season. There's been some bright moments. I wrote down in the notes that they played some very tough teams early on in the preseason and then early on in conference, very tough. They took on Chaffey College, who's now ranked 10 in the state, and they only lost to Chaffey College by a score of 93-90. They also took the Fullerton Hornets, who are currently ranked 2nd in the state of California. They lost to them in their first match in Orange Empire Conference play, 68-61. So they play really strong against some of the top teams in the state of California, as here's a three-point look for Dickey. Dickey can't convert. Vaughn Maxwell does a nice job of securing that rebound and gets it to Roberts now for the Dons. Your Dons are heading from left to right in their white uniforms. Black numbers, red lettering. Minter fumbles this one. This one went off his thigh into the backcourt, and it's a backcourt violation. So turnover on the Dons. However, going back to the Dons season, there was 3 what I call winnable games that they needed to win, at least 2 of them, to give themselves a chance at making the postseason. And they lost to the likes of Irvine Valley back on January 10th by a score of 62-61. Then Cypress College on January 12th, 74-71, and then lost to Riverside City 70-68 back on January 17th. So those 3 straight losses to 3 teams in the middle of the pack of Orange Empire Conference play as Lee misses his three-pointer. That ended up being the deciding factor of the Dons getting a chance to make the postseason or not. The last time we were here, they played Cypress, so they get it down low to Maxwell. Maxwell by himself. Aquino stumbled on his teammate. So the Dons were able to break the trap this time. 10-5 is the score. Orange Coast in their orange uniforms, white lettering, white numbers, as Aquino's jumper no good from the mid-range. 16:30 left to go in the first half. Still a lot to play for both these teams. Both head coaches very familiar with each other. I'm sure both of these coaches talking to their teams, not wanting to give the other one an easy victory last season, as this three-pointer by Dickey no good. Minter grabs the rebound. Orange Coast swept the season series last year, so the Dons are looking to return the favor here in their second matchup. Already won the first one back on January 19th, leading 10-5 here with 16 minutes left to go in the first. Maxwell has it on the left block. Nice move, spinning to his right, using the glass efficiently. 2 points for the Dons. 12-5 is the score. Nice pass there. Well, it was a nice idea of a pass for Lee, but the Dons got a finger on it. It's a steal forced. Here's Maxwell going to his left. This one's short on the turnaround. And going the other way is Mitchell Rawlings. A couple players for both teams at the scores table ready to check in on the next dead ball. Lee swings it over. Aquino takes a three from the left wing. This one's blocked by Maxwell. Nice athleticism by the big man to get out beyond the three-point line and disrupt that shot attempt. 15-15 left to go. Now Roberts gonna slash towards the middle, uses the glass, right hand, good. 14-5 is the score. Dons are getting out to a confident start. Dangerous pass there by Lee, cross court. We've seen a lot of dangerous passes by the Pirates. Here's a wide open three-point opportunity for Govett. Govett can't connect. And the Dons are gonna slow things down now. 14:40 left to go in the first half. 14-5 is the score here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. Carson Roberts likes that matchup when Govett's on him. Now Maxwell gonna spin into traffic. Oh, he throws it up, nearly went in, grabs his own miss with the left hand. Couldn't get the friendly bounce. And now Lee's going the other way for the Pirates. Tries to lay it in. Cody's right there for the rebound. No, that's Rawlings, and Rawlings tips it back in after the initial miss. And that's gonna force head coach David Bride to call a timeout. The first timeout taken by your Dons. 14:21 left on the scoreboard. As you see there on your screen, Dons have a 14-7 lead here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Again, I'm Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in, wherever you may be tuning in from. Dons enter tonight 11-15, 5-9 in conference play. And so do the Pirates, also 11-15, and also 5-9 in conference play. The Orange Empire Conference, one of the toughest conferences in the state of California. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings during this timeout. As Fullerton currently sits in first, they're also second in the 3C2A rankings. They have an overall record of 23-4, and they're 14-1 in Orange Empire Conference play. That one loss coming to Santiago Canyon College. They're in second with a conference record of 11-3, overall 20-6, and they currently sit at number 18 in the latest 3C2A rankings. At third, Saddleback College, 8-7, just above 500, overall record of 15-12. Then it gets tricky, it kind of gets muddy, as Irvine Valley and Cypress are both tied at 7-7 in Orange Empire Conference play. Irvine Valley overall record of 16-10, while Cypress is 12-14, below 500. So we'll see how many teams get into the SoCal Regionals as that begins next weekend. 2 more games, though, if you're counting this one, as Maxwell hits the floor. No, that's not Maxwell, that's Court Franklin. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Santa Ana, so it'll stay here with your Dons. Baseline inbounds play for Jaitis Hayes, who just checked into the game. Also checking into the game for the first time tonight is Sam Arian, wearing number 23. Excuse me, wearing number 11. No, he is wearing number 23. Bodie Armstrong wearing number 11. Hayes is going to get a screen from Minter. Gets it down to Franklin. Franklin finds a cutting Arian, and Arian's layup is no good. Kicked out now to the Pirates. The Pirates also made a substitution as Danye Dixon checking in wearing number 31. They get it down low to Rawlings. Rawlings too hard on his floater attempt. And now Jaitis Hayes has it. We saw a lot of good energy from Hayes on the defensive end against Cyprus last Tuesday. Orange Coast going with a trap look too in the half court. Now Minter has it. Gets to Franklin. Franklin takes the jumper. No good on his attempt. Scrum for the loose ball goes in favor of Orange Coast. It's Josh Govett who comes away with it. Dixon, Govett, Cody, Rawlings, and Zach Jones, wearing number 30, into the game for the Pirates. Those are the 5 on the floor. Minter, Hayes, Williams, Franklin, and Arian. As this three-pointer by Williams strong. Arian's going to fight for the rebound. And now back things up and do it again for the Dons. Now Minter takes a tough mid-range jumper, no good. 14-7 still is the score. 12:30 left to go in the first half. You're watching Dons basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. There's going to be a reach-in foul called. They might call that on Jaitis Hayes. Looks like the Dons are settling into a 2-3 zone. Hard to make it out. It seems like they're more aggressive when a player for Orange Coast has the ball, as they do a whole line change, Orange Coast does, it seems. Aquino going to check back in, as well as Isaiah Lee, as well as Cade Dickey. Isaac Padilla is going to check into the game for the first time, as it's an and one opportunity for Zach Jones. So he inbounded the ball, made a nice cut to the rim, and went up strong on the right side, drew the contact, and now will have a chance at a three-point play. Jones is a freshman from Tempe, Arizona, standing at 6'7". Free throw is short. Oh, good fight there for the rebound, and it's another three-point opportunity for Cade Dickey this time. So the Dons are getting bullied down low. It was Cade Dickey who beat Sam Arian. And now Minter will go down low to try and box out Zach Jones on the left side. Franklin over there on the right with Isaac Padilla. And this time, Dickey capitalized on the three-point play. So it's a 5-point possession for the Pirates. 14-12 now is the score. They're going with a full-court trap as now Roberts brings it over for the Dons. Hayes gets it out to Minter. Minter passes it to Williams. Williams takes a three from the right side. This one hits the frame over there on top of the basketball backboard, and that will be out of bounds on the Dons. 12 minutes left to go here in the first half. Orange Coast heading from right to left on your screen in the orange uniforms. Dons settling into a half-court trap. Looks like a 2-3. Now Franklin comes away with the steal, and they have numbers. 4-on-3 with the fifth trailing. They do slow it down. Hayes hesitates. Good defense there by Padilla. Nice hedge there by Aquino, who switches on to Roberts after the pick and roll. Franklin has a much smaller Lee on him. Now there's a screen set by Franklin for Minter, and Minter takes a deep three. He hit that one from that gray line that's for the volleyball court. As he extends the Dons lead now back to 5. 17-12 is the score. Lee has it in the corner. Now takes a three-pointer after the hesitation. Right there is Cade Dickey, and Dickey gets fouled once more. Dickey and Jones have both been hustling underneath the basket. Dons need to do a better job of putting a body on those guys and trying to box them out, preventing them from getting easy putback opportunities. It'll be 2 free throws for Dickey, who converted one earlier today on the season. Dickey has played in only 13 games thus far, this being his 14th. He's only attempted 11 free throws, shooting 70%. Connected on the first. 17-13 is the score. 2 for 2 on the trip. Brings it back to a 3-point game. Williams still on the floor with Minter, Roberts, Jaitis Hayes, and Court Franklin. Again, more full court trap from the Pirates, but Roberts and the Dons are able to get it across. Roberts goes right at Aquino, draws the contact. The Pirates bench not too happy with the call. They thought Aquino went straight up. I believe that's Aquino's second personal. Yes, it is the second personal on Aquino. Also, second team foul on the Pirates. The Dons have 4 team fouls. First free throw is no good by Roberts, as Aquino is going to have to hit the bench with his 2 fouls. Danye Dixon going to check into the game now, wearing number 31. 11 minutes exactly on the score clock. 1 for 2 on the trip as Roberts connects on the second. He now has 7 points. He's the second leading scorer, as Minter leading the charge for the Dons with 8. Now Dickey has it on the left side. It's a very confusing look that the Dons are giving the Pirates here early on in the first half. We saw a lot of this against the Cypress Chargers, as now Padilla is going to be forced to take a deep 3, and he's fouled underneath. A 4-point opportunity for Isaac Padilla. It was Jaitis Hayes who interfered with the landing space. Head coach David Bragg making his case to the referee on the far side, saying that Padilla stuck out his feet. However, he takes the free throw attempt. Too strong. Oh, and it's Dickey again with another offensive rebound. That's his 3rd in the first half already. So the Pirates get another possession, a fresh 30-second shot clock. Padilla now has it on the left side. Roberts covering him. He has a side advantage. Padilla with a strong move to the left side. The southpaw able to connect on a tough 2, and the Pirates take their first lead of the evening. 19-18 is the score, just over 10 minutes left to go. You're watching Dons basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Jimmy Williams check back onto the floor for the Dons. He's out there with Minter, Vaughn Maxwell, Franklin, and Roberts, so a bit of a bigger lineup. Minter takes a tough step back 3, no good. Franklin grabs the offensive board, tries to go up strong. Dixon and Rawlings was both there. I think they're going to call a foul on Dixon. Yes, they do call a foul on Dixon. The 3rd team foul on the Pirates. First personal on Danye Dixon. And now we'll see the sophomore from Calvary Chapel going to the line for his first free throw attempt on the evening. Misses the first on the season. Franklin shooting 66% from the free throw line in 26 games for the Dons. 0 for 2 on the trip. Both shot attempts were short. So the Dons come up empty. Now here's a wide open 3-point opportunity for Govett. Govett can't connect. This one's tipped around. Franklin couldn't grab it cleanly, and it's Orange Coast ball underneath the basket on the right side. That's going to force Bragg to put back in Minter. Franklin will hit to the sidelines. Look as the Dons crowd the paint in their 2-3, allowing the Pirates to take a quick 3-pointer. Missed there by Dickey. Roberts with a nice hesitation move to get it past half court. Swing it over to Franklin. Pirates doing a nice job of closing out, making a tough 2 for Minter. Minter can't get it to go, and Rawlings now has the rebound, pushing the tempo for the Pirates. Govett had it, now takes a step, nope, dumps it off to Rawlings. 3 defenders on Rawlings, and it's kicked away by Maxwell. Dons using a swarming defensive attack, and they're going to put in Cody Aquino, the Pirates are, as he comes in for Isaac Padilla. So Aquino are going to have to play very carefully. He has 2 fouls already. Just over 9 minutes left to go in the first half. Dixon now swings, and they're going to call a traveling as Aquino took 1 too many steps before he put the ball down on the hardwood. 9:04 to be exact left on the scoreboard. 19-18 is the score in favor of the visiting Pirates. Roberts gets a screen from Minter. Thought about the deep three, now hands it off to Williams. Williams takes the mid-range. A lot of space allowed there by the Pirates, and now the Pirates are going the other way after the defensive rebound. Here's a wide open three-pointer for Aquino. He's too strong in his attempt, but he's able to chase down the long rebound. Aquino now has it back on the left wing. Govett now going to let it fly from the top of the arc. Can't get it to go. Maxwell secures it. Williams. Now Roberts. 19-18 is the score. Don still trailing by 1. They're shooting 33% from the field early on. Pirates aren't shooting much better, shooting 22% from the field. This one's sent ahead for Aquino, but too strong of a pass by Dixon. And it'll be a turnover by the Pirates. Their 4th on the evening. More substitutions to tell you about, as Bodie Armstrong going to check back in, as well as Jaitis Hayes. So they're on the floor with Franklin, who checks back in, Maxwell, and Minter. When they go Maxwell, Minter, and Franklin, they have the size advantage over the Pirates. Minter also can space the floor, as you see here. Takes a three from the left wing, too strong. High bounce, though. Franklin comes down with it. Soft touch underneath the basket and gets it to go with the left hand. 20-19 is the score. 7:45 left in the first half. They get it to cutting Aquino. Aquino did a nice job of getting Franklin up in the air, and that's an and one opportunity for Cody Aquino, the sophomore from Honolulu, Hawaii. So the Pirates and both the Dons have had a lot of injuries on the season. Aquino is one of the leading scorers for your Pirates. He's also played in all 27 games this season, so the most durable player here for your Orange Coast Pirates. Shooting 74% from the free throw line as he converts on the three-point play. 22-20 now is the score. Pirates have a 2-point lead over your Dons, as Hayes now has it and gets it over the timeline. Minter swings it to Williams. To Armstrong, excuse me. Maxwell has it in the high post, spins right into the body of Govett, and it's an and one opportunity as he gets it off the glass. A nice play there by Maxwell. He spun right into Govett. I don't know if he knew that Govett was waiting for him in good positioning. However, he had his hands too far out in front. Looks like he might have taken a shot to the face. He's walking off frustrated. He's going to have to hit the bench after this one, and coming in for him is Mitchell Rawlings. So a three-point play opportunity for Vaughn Maxwell that could put the Dons on top. Gets the soft bounce. 23-22 now is the score. Dons lead. 7:15 left to go here in the first half. It's been an exciting first half of action. Just what you want to expect from two Orange Empire Conference teams with identical records, both 11-15, both 5-9 in Orange Empire Conference play. The Dons won the first meeting. This one's an errant pass for Aquino. He was cutting towards the basket, and Padilla threw it away towards half court. It's a turnover. The 6th on the evening for the Pirates. Padilla now going to be quickly subbed out, and Danye Dixon going to sub in for the Pirates. Roberts also back into the game as Jaitis Hayes hit the bench in the last dead ball for the Dons. Roberts does a nice job of running the Dons offense. Here's Franklin spinning right with the much smaller defender on him. And we mentioned it, when they go three forwards, as they do now on the court, they have the size advantage. Both Franklin, Minter, and Maxwell all have good footwork, all capable post players, and we saw it there with the smaller Isaiah Lee on him. Made easy work of the guard. As they get to Rawlings, Rawlings dishes it down low to Dixon. Dixon back out to Lee. Lee takes a contested three-pointer. He gets it to go from the left wing with the hand in his face. Didn't matter, as things are all tied up at 25 apiece. Roberts showing off the fancy handles. Gets it down low to Franklin. Franklin gets it poked away. Back to Maxwell. Maxwell had an easy three-pointer. No, and he went in for the jam over K. Dickey, and they're going to call a foul. Vaughn Maxwell went with bad intentions at the rim. He had the wide open free throw jumper. However, he went right at Cade Dickey with the left hand, lost it on the way up. However, they did call a foul on Dickey, his first personal, 5th team foul on Orange Coast. And so Maxwell will go to the line for 2. First free throw is good by the freshman from Katy, Texas. On the season, averaging 8.5 points per game. Has played in all 27, only started 10 on the season. As I mentioned, both these teams have dealt with their fair share of injuries, so Maxwell getting some opportunities to start late in the season. This one, errant pass again intended for Aquino. Nice save there by Lee. Aquino now gets it to the high post. It's Rawlings who goes right at Maxwell. Good move, but he can't finish. Franklin. Nice job there to secure the rebound, and Roberts, no one picking him up as he crosses the three-point line. Franklin thought about the three-pointer. Hands it off to Minter. Roberts, three-pointer, wide open on the left wing, can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball, goes right to Franklin. Franklin to Minter. He's going to pull it from the right side, no good. Maxwell going hard. Aquino comes away with it. He has a one-on-one opportunity with Minter. Minter swats it away. Fight for the loose ball in favor of Dickey. However, they're going to call a foul or an out of bounds. Looked like Dickey stepped on the line. However, they're going to call a foul on Bodie Armstrong before he stepped out of bounds. It looked like just a clean fight for the loose ball. However, the referee crew are going to hit Bodie Armstrong with their first foul on the evening. 7th team foul, so 1-and-1 free throws here on out for the Pirates until they get to the 10th team foul. First one is good by Cade Dickey, the freshman from Aliso Niguel High School. 5:06 left to go here in the first half. This one, looked short, but he got the friendly bounce. 27-all is the score. Orange Coast tied up with Santa Ana College here on the Dons Athletic YouTube channel. Carson Roberts thought about it, hesitated, got his shot blocked by Zach Jones. This one's off the foot. Look at that hustle there by Roberts. He hits the deck, gets it now to Jimmy Williams. Williams goes right at Donye Dixon. No foul called as Dixon hits the deck. As Williams came up short, Aquino has numbers. Lee let the trap come to him. Now Aquino's going to take the three-pointer. Too strong. Tipped out by Dickey. Dickey to Dixon. Dixon now to Lee. Lee back to Dixon. Dixon cashes in from the left side. 30-27 is the score. A little bit more offense that we've seen here in this game from both teams compared to the game we saw last Tuesday with both Cypress and your Santa Ana Dons, as there's a timeout called on the floor by head coach David Bragg. With that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout here on the broadcast after this quick commercial break.
With 138 conference championships, 25 state championships, and 6 national championships, Santa Ana College has one of the premier athletic programs in California. With your help, we will continue to provide opportunities to student athletes as they thrive in both athletics and academics. We are Santa Ana College.
Back here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium, the 5 on the floor for the Dons as they trailed 27-30. It's Carson Roberts, Court Maxwell, Caden Minter, Vaughn Maxwell, and Jimmy Williams as this one's get poked away by Zach Jones. 2-on-1 fast break for the Pirates. It's a foul on Josh Govett. Well, Josh Govett went up to the rim. Looked like he was fouled by Vaughn Maxwell, who was trailing. 4:05 left to go here in the first half. A reminder, you're tuning into Dons basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. As Govett will go to the line for 2 free throws. on the season. The sophomore from Houston, shooting 76% from the free throw line. Cashes in on the first. He now has 3 points off the bench for the Pirates. Excuse me, 4. As he's now 1 for 1 in free throw opportunities tonight. Two for 2 on the trip. Extends the lead now to 4. 5 as it's now 32-27. Much more intense trap here by the Dons, on the Dons as the Pirates force a turnover. Govett now running a 3-on-2 fast break. Nice step through there by Dickey. Dickey traveled before the contact. It was a step through attempt there by Dickey. However, he's going to get hit with a traveling violation. 3:52 left to go in the first half. Look at the Pirates all here now in the backcourt, really trying to make things difficult for the Santa Ana Dons. Maxwell gets the inbounds. He's not a guard as he quickly gets it to Jaitis Hayes. Hayes now swings it across to Minter. The 5 on the floor. Them two along with Vaughn Maxwell, Bodie Armstrong, and Sam Arian. They get it down low to Maxwell. Maxwell has Zach Jones on him. Dumps it off for Franklin. Errant pass there as bodies hit the floor. Looks like everyone's okay. And it's a turnover again by the Dons. So the defensive intensity has picked up here by the Pirates. Coming into tonight's game, they were allowing opponents to score 76 points against them. Looks like Josh Govett a little gimpy after contact there by Franklin. 32-27 is the score. Pirates lead. 3:25 left to go in the first half. Nice job there by Sal to wipe the floor clean. Dons back in their 2-3 zone, trapping when they get an opportunity to do so as Aquino beats the trap, beats the contest there by Bodie Armstrong, and it's a 3-pointer for Aquino. 35-27 is the score. Aquino now has 6 points on the evening. Jaitis Hayes going to go strong into the paint, dumps it off for Franklin. Franklin there for the easy 2. Good positioning there as he was able to work himself down low on Danye Dixon. Now it's to Josh Govett, who goes at the rim hard, aggressively, and connects on the 2-pointer. So teams have picked up the pace after it was a defensive battle for much of the first half There's a charge called on Vaughn Maxwell. Good positioning there by Cade Dickey. 37-29 is the score. 2:31 left here in the first half. Aquino's out there with Cade Dickey, Mitchell Rawlings, Josh Govett, and now Isaiah Lee going to check back in. 5 on the floor for your Dons: Bodie Armstrong, Carson Roberts, Vaughn Maxwell, Caden Minter, and Court Franklin. Aquino gets it to the high post. Rawlings looking for someone to pass it to. Trapped in the corner. Now Lee gets it back to Rawlings. Rawlings goes hard at the rim with the right hand. Takes the body bump and converts on the 2. It's now a 10-point lead for the Pirates. Felt like the Dons had a good, firm control of this game early on in the first half, but they've given it up as the defensive intensity is picked up here by the Pirates. They trail by 10, 1:50 left to go. Minter gets a screen by Roberts, trapped. Now Roberts has to corral this errant pass. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. 4, 3, Roberts goes up with it, right hand, nice spin as he's able to connect on the 2. Acrobatic drive and finish there by Roberts. The freshman from Las Vegas now has 6 points on the evening. Govett nearly traveled there, kicks it back out to Lee. Lee wants to take a deep 3-pointer. It's going for the Pirates as he connects. Lee now has 9 points on the evening. 42-31 is the score. Didn't think this one would be a high-scoring contest, early on. This one's poked away now by Rawlings. Rawlings with Maxwell trailing. Oh, that's a hard foul there as Maxwell swatted it away. Looks like Rawlings took off a little too late, and he hit the hardwood hard. Ooh. Glad to see that both players are okay. Rawlings shaking off his wrist a little bit. That's his shooting hand, too, as he shakes off the right hand. Vaughn Maxwell picks up his third personal, so he has to play very careful for the remainder of this first half. We'll see if the Dons decide to make a substitution for him. Just over a minute left to go here in the first half. Wow. Interesting free throw form there by Mitchell Rawlings. Not really sure if he's shooting like that because of the injury or if that's how he normally shoots his free throws. It's his first free throw attempt in tonight's game, at least. On the season. Hasn't had a whole lot of free throw opportunities, but he is shooting 30% from the line. So below 50 and goes 0 for 2 on that trip there. Might want to try a hack-a-Shack, a hack-a-Mitchell as Roberts now getting to the offense for the Dons. It's Jimmy Williams who takes the bunny from the left side, connects. Now 45 seconds left to go here in the game, in the first half, 42-33 is the score. Isaac Padilla check back in for the Pirates. He's going to go baseline. Too much space created there by Roberts. Franklin wasn't able to get over in time, and it's an easy 2 for Padilla. Roberts now has it. Shot clock is turned off, so the Dons could settle for the last shot attempt in the first half. Padilla now going to pick up his defensive pressure. Minter going to set a screen on the left. Franklin over on the other side. He's going to go that way. Minter now has it with 5. Going to get to Arian. Arian kicks it down low to Franklin. Franklin fouled on the way up with 1 second left on the game clock. Looks like Franklin got hit in the eye. And now it'll be a foul on Mitchell Rawlings, his first personal, 7th team foul on the Orange Coast Pirates. As Franklin will go to the line from 2 for 2. Franklin, the sophomore from Calvary Chapel High School, has taken 49 free throw attempts, shooting 67% from the free throw line. The southpaw connects on the first. He actually had 2 free throw attempts earlier in tonight. Went 0 for 2 on the trip. He is the leading scorer for the Dons thus far. 11 points now on the evening. 5 of 6 from the field. 44-36 is the score. 1 second left on the clock. Josh Govett not going to even try and attempt a shot as your score at the end of the first half. 44-35 in favor of the visiting Orange Coast Pirates. We'll be back during this halftime break with some scores around the 3C2A as well as some stats from the first half of action. A reminder, you are watching Dons basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net.
With 138 conference championships, 25 state championships, and 6 national championships, Santa Ana College has one of the premier athletic programs in California. With your help, we will continue to provide opportunities to student athletes as they thrive in both athletics and academics. We are Santa Ana College.
Back here at Bill Cook Gymnasium, I'm Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in to Don's Basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net. We have about a minute left before we begin second half of action, so why don't we get into some of the stats from the first half of action. Leading scorer, as your Orange Coast Pirates have a 44-35 lead over the Santa Ana Dons. Leading scorer for both teams is Court Franklin. He has 12 points, shooting 5 of 6 from the field. A lot of those are easy putbacks that he's hustling for after misses from his teammates. He also has 7 rebounds, 3 of them being offensive, so he's leading the charge for both these teams. And for the visiting Pirates, they're led by Cade Dickey. He has 9 points in the ball game thus far, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. He also has 5 rebounds as well as 2 assists. Also helping out the cause, Josh Govett has 7 points, as well as Isaac Padilla, who has 7 points off the bench for the Pirates. Second leading scorers for your Dons are Caden Minter, who has 8, and Carson Roberts, who also has 8. He also has 4 assists, the point guard, doing the dishing out as he looks to help the Dons garner a comeback here in the second half. The Dons shot 41% from the field, 12 of 29, shot 25% from beyond the arc, and 75% from the free throw line, while the Pirates shot 42% from the field, 30% from beyond the arc, and 66% from the free throw line. So things really picked up because about 10 minutes in, man, it was going to look like it was going to be a defensive slugfest. But in the last 10 minutes of that first half, both the teams were able to put up more points, and now we have the score as we do now. 44-35 is the score. Pirates lead. It's a quick turnover on the first possession as the Pirates are going to head from left to right. Dons going from right to left in their white uniforms. Black numbers, red lettering across the chest with some black and red stripes on the shorts. Minter gets double teamed, and they're going to call a 5-second violation. So a turnover. It's Wednesday night, the second to last night of conference basketball. Friday will be the final day for conference basketball for teams across the 3C2A, and then postseason will start. Neither team, unfortunately, here will be able to make the postseason as Aquino lines up a 3 from the left side. No good. Maxwell gets the long rebound. Dickey fought for it. Thought they were going to call a jump ball. Now Hayes swings it over to Armstrong. Armstrong on the floor with Hayes, Vaughn Maxwell, Caden Minter, and Court Franklin. So a different starting 5 that started the game. Franklin now has it with a much smaller lead. Look at the big man going to work, flexing the muscle on the much smaller lead. 2 points for Franklin. 44-37 is the score. Lee gets a nice screen from Mitchell Rawlings. Now Rawlings has it. He's on the floor with Dickey as Rawlings now spins right. Teardrop, oh, too strong. Maxwell grabs a rebound. And, ooh, early foul deep in the backcourt there by Rawlings. Not sure his head coach, Steve Spencer, is going to like that one. Let's get you some scores from around the Orange Empire Conference. Irvine Valley has a 35-33 lead at halftime over Golden West. Again, that's Irvine Valley, the Lasers over Golden West, the Rustlers. Fullerton has a 35-29 lead in the second half, early in the second half over Riverside City. As now Armstrong lines up a 3 from the left side, too strong. Minter puts it on the ground, goes up, too strong, fouled on the way up, and it'll be on the shot. Cypress and Santiago Canyon are just getting started as that game doesn't have the score yet. They're at beginning the first half of action. And of course, the game here tonight that you're tuning into, Orange Coast 44, Dons 37. It'll be interesting to see how things shake out in the 3C2A. As I mentioned, both these teams not going to make the postseason, but if you're a fan of 3C2A basketball, a lot of competitive teams here in the Orange Empire Conference, but also across the state of California. As now Lee grabs the rebound after Minter's rare miss from the free throw line. Good trap there, but the Pirates are able to keep moving the ball around. It's Govett, mid-range jumper from the baseline, no good. Wrestled away by Hayes. Good hustle there by the point guard. Starting here in the second half, Hayes weaving through the defense, dumps it off for Armstrong. Armstrong stepped out of bounds, and they're going to call a foul because he was pushed. He was pushed out of bounds by Isaiah Lee. We mentioned early in the broadcast how the Dons played really tough against some of the top teams in the state, Fullerton being one of them. They also had a battle with Chafee as Minter settles for a tough mid-range. Can't get it to go. Not Minter's night tonight. Aquino grabs the rebound, pushes the tempo. Govett now tries to kick it back out, but it's deflected away, and Minter now has it. Minter with Franklin on his left, gonna slash across the middle, again comes up short. Minter does not have his A game tonight. Someone else for the Dons is going to have to step up. Govett, no, that's Dickey. Dickey gets it over to Govett in the far corner, no good. Strong, but he chases down the three-point miss, and he bumped knees hard with Bodie Armstrong. Govett comes away limping. It's a 6-point lead for the visiting Pirates. 44-38 is the score. 17:20 left to go. As I mentioned, the Dons played tough teams like Fullerton, as well as three-pointer good by Isaac Padilla. They played tough against the likes of Chafee, Fullerton, and Moore Park, all teams in the top 20 in the 3C2A. As this one was a pass intended for Minter. Hayes hit the bottom of the rim with that one, though. We'll see if they call that a shot attempt or not. Just under 17 minutes left to go. Dons trail 47-38. Now Carson Roberts is going to check back in, the starting point guard in today's game. He's out on the floor with Sam Arian, Vaughn Maxwell, Caden Minter, who takes a three from the top of the arc, gets it to go. Court Franklin is the fifth and final Don on the court. 47-41 is the score, and that's going to force head coach Steve Spencer to call a timeout. He's frustrated at his team for giving a wide open look to Minter off that action on that last possession for the Dons. 47-41 is the score. The visiting Pirates lead. A reminder, you're watching Dons basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net.
Starting your college journey is a big step. It requires discipline and dedication while you balance your work, life, and education. At Santa Ana College, you can choose a pathway that fits into your schedule and leads you toward your personal and educational goals. Earn an associate degree, university transfer, career training, or even a bachelor's degree in occupational studies. With classes available both in person and online.
Back here on the campus of Santa Ana College, it's the Dons trailing the Pirates 47-41, 16:30 left here in the second half. Dickey gonna set a screen for Aquino, but he's gonna go the opposite way. Carson Roberts is guarding him. Nice step through move there, but Aquino's too strong. Tipped around. Now Minter comes away with it. Ooh, dangerous pass there by Minter, but he gets it to Arian. Arian finds a cutting Minter. This one looked like it got a hand on by one of the Pirate defenders, but it goes in nonetheless. 47-43, Dons now trail by 4. So they're clawing their way back in. Aquino running the offense. Padilla gonna launch one. He hit one just not too far long ago. This one way too strong as it hits the backboard. And Roberts now gonna get it ahead to Arian. Arian spins out of control, runs into a double team, and Aquino pokes it away. Danye Dixon all by himself, waited for a defender, and that's going to be a foul by Arian. The sophomore from University wrapped his hands around Danye Dixon as he went up. So it'll be 2 free throws. It's the first team foul by the Dons on the season. Dixon's only gotten limited playing time. Has only shot 8 free throw attempts on the season. This will be number 9 and 10. First one is good. In those 8 attempts, though, he was 37%, 3 of 8. So not his strong suit as some substitutions come in. Mitchell Rawlings, wearing number 32 for the Pirates, going to check in. He's on the floor with Isaac Padilla, Danye Dixon, Josh Govett going to check back in, as well as Isaiah Lee 5 on the floor for your Dons: Bodie Armstrong, Carson Roberts, Jaitis Hayes, Vaughn Maxwell, and Caden Minter. So 3 guards, 2 forwards for the Dons. Going a little small here as they went big earlier in the game. Roberts now. Orange Coast returning the favor with a half-court trap of their own. Hayes now going to pull up. Free throw line extended jumper, no good. Too strong in his attempt. Dixon nearly has this one poked away. Gets it to Padilla. Padilla attacks the middle of the lane. Draws the contact. I believe that's foul on Vaughn Maxwell. And if that is on Vaughn Maxwell, that's number 4. It is. So his 4th personal, and there's still 15.5 minutes left to go here in the game. So 2 players for the Dons lined up at the scores table to check back in. I'm assuming one of them is going to be to take out Vaughn. First free throw by Padilla, no good. So Maxwell's going to have to check out. Not having his greatest game either. 5 points only, shooting 1 of 5 from the field. He does have 7 rebounds. He's been very active on defense as Padilla misses the second as well. So 0 for 2 on the trip. Pirates allowing the Dons to hang in there. 49-43 is the score. Good ball denial there on Minter. Minter being guarded by Danye Dixon. Bodie Armstrong takes the deep 3. Can't get it to go. Minter harasses Rawlings, but he's able to corral the rebound. Padilla on the baseline, draws the contact, and goes up strong. The Santa Ana bench was calling for a travel. No travel called there as he took the 2 steps that he was allowed. Went up strong for the layup on the baseline, and now he has a chance to extend this lead back to 9. Just went 0 for 2 on this recent trip. It's the 3rd team foul on the Dons, and wow, misses a 3rd. So 0 for 3 in his last free throw attempts. 51-43 is the score. It's an 8-point lead for the visiting Pirates. Roberts slips but gets it over to Armstrong. Dons passing it around the perimeter, trying to find a crack in this Pirates defense. They do. Franklin momentarily fumbles it. Double team, spins, loses his footing. Now Roberts has it. This has been really good defense here by the Pirates as Williams going to be forced to take a deep 3. No good on the right side. Off Orange Coast, though, a fresh 30 for the Dons. They look a little flustered here, and that's going to force head coach David Bragg to call a timeout. 51-43 is the score. Dons trail by 8. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
There's the horn for both teams to return back to the court. 14:30 is the score. Sorry, 14:30 is the time left remaining in this game. 51-43 is the score. And look at it, who it is. It's Court Franklin hustling off a nice cut on the inbound. Cashes in on the 2. He leads the team with 16 points, 7 of 8 from the field. Here's a tough fall-away jumper there by Govett, but offensive rebound by Padilla. Aquino slashes, dumps it off for Rawlings. Oh, what a pass there by Aquino. Rawlings can't convert, but man, nice court vision. You hear Steve Spencer, though, yelling at Aquino to shoot after he made a nice move to slash towards the middle. I believe that's a foul called. 4th team foul on the Dons. On Jimmy Williams. Govey will inbound the ball now on the baseline for the Pirates. Gets it out to Aquino. 20 seconds left on the shot clock after the foul. Padilla now has it on the left wing. Cross court to Aquino. Williams closes out late. It's Franklin who Ooh, and look at who's tangled up. It's Rawlings and Arian, as Rawlings and Arian had both their hands tangled up with each other after the box out. They went about 10 steps with each other past the three-point line. Sam Arian is a much smaller player too, standing at 6'3", while Mitchell Rawlings stands at 6'7". So definitely advantage in favor of the Orange Coast player. But they call a foul on both players. Almost like a double tech, but just a double personal foul as Arian tries a mid-range jumper. Nice footwork there, can't get it to go. Court Franklin there again with an offensive rebound. Can't get the putback to go. Now ahead of the pack is Josh Govett. Just has to beat Roberts, and he does. So nice pass there by Lee, who saw Govett ahead of the pack. Williams now has it. As the southpaw now gets it to Roberts. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 13-14 left to go here in the game. Dons trail by 8. Lee is able to front Minter and steal this ball away. The Dons try and trap in the backcourt, but Govett is going to be able to get it across for the Pirates. Govett leaves it off for Padilla. Padilla attacks baseline. He grabs his own miss. Dons have to do a better job of grabbing offensive rebounds. They've given up now 14 on the evening in comparison to their 9. They're getting out rebounded 33-30 here tonight. Still trail by 8. Roberts hesitated, now pulls it back. Franklin has it at the free throw line. Mid-range jumper is good. 18 points for Court Franklin. He also has 10 rebounds. He has a double-double. Big man doing everything here in their second to last home game of the season. Showing out for the home crowd tonight here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. It's a 6-point lead for the visiting Pirates. Trying to avenge their loss back on January 19th and split the season series. Both teams with identical records. Who's going to come out on top? And they're going to call it traveling on Zach Jones. Picked up that pivot foot on his spin, and it's an easy call for the referees. 11:54 left to go here in the second half. Roberts on the floor with Minter, Jimmy Williams, Sam Arian, and Court Franklin. Isaac Padilla's out there with Isaiah Lee, Greg Aquino, Cade Dickey, and Omar Cordy. Arian swings it out to Williams. Williams take the three from the left corner. Can't get it to go. Good box out there by Dickey to keep it away from Franklin. Pirates pushing the tempo. Arian draws the charge on Padilla. Nice move there defensively to put himself in position as Padilla tried to wrap around him. However, he was unsuccessful in doing so. The Dons are shorthanded today, only have 8 players available, and they have to use all 8 as players like Courtney Shan and Mac West not available tonight. Other players too that we haven't seen in a while, like Cam Johnson or Zeke Bennett, unavailable tonight. But the 8 available for the Dons, battling it out thus far with the shorthanded Pirates team as well. Bodie Armstrong going to check back in for the Dons. Going really small here. Vaughn Maxwell going to check back in. He has 4 fouls, so he has to be extremely careful. Ooh, and there's going to be a traveling as Arian went too fast on his spin. Couldn't keep that pivot foot down. And it's a turnover by the Dons. 12 on the evening. Both teams have 12 turnovers apiece. Looks like there's going to be a substitution made as Jaitis Hayes. A very small lineup out for the Dons. Vaughn Maxwell at 6'7" and Court Franklin at 6'6". The 2 tallest players on the court for the Dons. Aquino trying to get past Roberts. Now on the switch after the pick, Roberts has Padilla. They get down low to Cordy. Cordy has a much smaller defender on him. Oh, it's an and one opportunity as he took the bump from the chest, went up strong on the left side, and that's 2 points plus the free throw for Omar Cordy. the 6'3" freshman from Sparks, Nevada. That's over in the northwest section of Nevada, over by Reno, in that area at least, as he's traveled a long way to come down here to play basketball for Orange Coast. One thing I always find interesting about here at the 3C2A level, you see so many players coming from out of state, regardless of the sport. Doesn't matter if it's baseball, football, soccer, softball, track and field, wrestling. So 3C2A is one of the better states, better competition here at the community college level. And so players come from all over the country for a chance to further their career, get a degree, as Franklin takes a long two, can't get it to go. 10-24 now as the Dons still trail by 8, 55-47 is the score. Lee, some fancy dribbling, tried to get past, kicks it out to Aquino, and it's an errant pass as Aquino wasn't quite in the corner, but Lee expected him to be there, and so it's a turnover by the Pirates. The Dons also have a couple players from out of the area as well. Vaughn Maxwell himself, he's from Katy, Texas. Jimmy Williams from Phoenix, Arizona. Jaitis Hayes, well, he's from Moreno Valley, I thought. Never mind. Carson Roberts, though, from Las Vegas, Nevada. As they swing it out to Roberts on the right wing. Now Vaughn Maxwell trying to get it down low. Off the backboard. Franklin has it blocked, though. So 0 for 2 on his last shot attempts. Aquino spins left, an acrobatic layup attempt there, but Vaughn Maxwell sends it to the padding. 55-47 is the score. It'll be an inbound play on the baseline for Orange Coast. Lead it inbound. They get it out to Aquino. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. A quick pull by Padilla, and it's a three-pointer. 11-point lead for Orange Coast, 58-47. Things have slowed down offensively for both these teams as we pass the halfway mark of the second half. Only 9:22 left to go in the game. Minter gonna launch it. Ooh, misses everything here. Roberts grabs it. Didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock doesn't reset. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Jaitis gets doubled. Gets it to Maxwell. Maxwell now has it on the right side. Long two, no good. Minter fights for the loose rebound. He gets it, steps through on the right side, no good, too strong. Minter just doesn't have it tonight. The Dons are shooting 37% from the field. Minter now 4 of 14 after that last miss. Someone else is gonna have to step up. Aquino, mid-range jumper is good, and Steve Spencer is going to call a timeout for Orange Coast after they extend their lead to 13. A reminder, you are watching Dons basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net.
With 138 conference championships, 25 state championships, and 6 national championships, Santa Ana College has one of the premier athletic programs in California. With your help, we will continue to provide opportunities to student athletes as they thrive in both athletics and academics. We are Santa Ana College.
Back here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium, 8:47 left to go. Dons trail by 13, 60-47 is the score. Someone else has to step up for the Dons scoring-wise. Minter does have 14 points, but he's 4 of 14 from the field. Struggling to shoot tonight. Court Franklin has stepped up in a big way with 18 points and 11 rebounds. However, no one else has over double-digit points for the Dons. And for the Pirates, well, they've been able to get scoring from a lot of different places. As Padilla has 15, he's leading the charge off the bench, shooting 6 of 9 from the field. Josh Govett, Cade Dickey both have 9. Cody Aquino has 8, and Isaiah Leah has 6. Look at this full court trap here. Minter does get it ahead to Roberts, now to Hayes, as the Dons are able to break the full court trap. Minter Lines up a clean look from three-pointer, and he gets it to go. 17 points now on the night. That's his third three-pointer on the evening. 10-point game now as the Dons trail. 8:25 left to go. Isaiah Lee spins right. Tough defense there by Hayes. It doesn't matter. Lee able to get it over the smaller Hayes. A tough two for the Pirates. It's back to a 12-point lead. They now get into their play set as they draw up a nice play for Maxwell. Maxwell fouled on the way up, and he will go to the line for two. It's the 16th foul by Orange Coast. It's on Cade Dickey. No, the foul will be on Greg Aquino, a sophomore from Honolulu. So, Vaughn Maxwell, the freshman from Katy, Texas, will go to the line for two. Connects on the first. On the season, Vaughn Maxwell is shooting 70% from the line. Foul was on Cade Dickey, not Greg Aquino, so they do correct it. 7:55 left to go as Dons get back into their half-court trap defense, creating frustration here by Orange Coast. Roberts now guarding Aquino. Padilla has it, guarded by Minter. Minter doesn't have the foot speed to keep up with Padilla as he throws it down and has some words to share with Minter as he goes up for the two-hand slam. Wow, what an acrobatic finish. Padilla comes away with the steal now. Ahead to Aquino. Aquino steps through to his left, and he connects on the two. That's going to force head coach David Bragg to call a timeout. It's now a 14-point lead for the visiting Pirates. 66-52. Wow, what an emphatic 4-point run there by the Pirates. When we come back, well, we'll come back after this short commercial break.
Starting your college journey is a big step. It requires discipline and dedication while you balance your work, life, and education. At Santa Ana College, you can choose a pathway that fits into your schedule and leads you toward your personal and educational goals. Earn an associate degree, university transfer, career training, or even a bachelor's degree in occupational studies. With classes available both in person.
Back here at Bill Cook Gymnasium, 7:22 left to go. Things are starting to fall away from the Santa Ana Dons. Still plenty of time, but they do trail by 14. 66-52 is the score. Isaac Padilla just had an emphatic dunk over Caden Minter. He leads the Pirates with 17 points. Hayes goes up with the left hand, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Cordy as he was in the restricted area, so a three-point opportunity for Jaitis Hayes, the freshman from Moreno Valley, California. That's his first points on the evening. Hayes on the floor with Roberts, Vaughn Maxwell, Caden Minter, and Jimmy Williams. Josh Govett out there with Dixon, Aquino, Padilla, and Dickey. 5 on the floor for the Pirates. Pirates heading from left to right in their orange uniforms. Dons heading from right to left in their whites. Looks like they're going with a soft half-court trap. Now they get it to Aquino, who swings it out to Dickey. They slow things down. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Just under 7 minutes left to go here in this game. Who will pick up their 12th win on the season? Both teams 11-15, 5-9 in conference play. Both teams with identical records as Govett attacks the lane, gets it over the hand of Maxwell, but Maxwell impacted the shot enough, and it's a rebound for the Dons. Roberts gets it over the timeline as the Dons get into their offensive set. Minter, who has 17 points, kicks it down low to Williams. Williams dribbles it around. Carson Roberts gonna have to take a three-pointer. That's not the game that Roberts or Jaitis Hayes wants to play, so not a lot of shooting out on the floor. Danye Dixon nearly traveled there in semi-transition. Now Aquino chucks it up, can't get it to go. Dickey tried to poke it away. Hayes had it, but then lost it. So it'll remain Orange Coast ball. 6:04 left to go here in this game. Bodie Armstrong as well as Court Franklin, the leading scorer, going to check back into the game for the Dons. Franklin leading the charge with 18 points, 11 rebounds, 8 of 11 from the field. As Isaiah Lee gets it on the inbound. Aquino now has it. Had some space, but they're going to keep swinging it around. Padilla now has it. His foot was on the line. No, they're going to call it a three. However, he misses the attempt. Ahead to Franklin. Franklin got it poked away by Govett. Nice job there by Govett. He was like a DB in coverage. Didn't even see the ball coming. Just put his hands up as soon as he saw Franklin's hands go up. Nice technique there, and it's a turnover by the Dons after they fumbled that rebound. Now it's Hayes who has it off the inbound pass. One-on-one with Dickey. Goes right at Dickey, but too strong. Armstrong comes down with it. Ooh, and they're going to call it traveling as he jumped up, grabbed the rebound, and as he went down, he fell to his knees. So that's a traveling violation on the Dons. That's their 16th turnover on the evening. The Pirates have 16 points off their turnovers. Dons are shooting 36% from the field as a team. Pirates shooting 40%. It's a big reason why they're up. They had a good surge late in the first half as both teams were trading offensive punches, but the Pirates have been able to sustain that success on the offensive side. Padilla pulls it from the top of the yard, gets it to go. Nothing but net as they extend their lead back to 14, 69-55. Time is running out for head coach David Bragg and the Santa Ana Dons. A reminder, you are watching Dons basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
Back here at Bill Cook Gymnasium on the campus of Santa Ana College. It's the second to last game here for the Santa Ana Dons in the season. They do have one more home game. It'll be sophomore night this Friday against Saddleback College. It's their final game of the season. You can tune into that game here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Fortunately, I won't be in attendance, but you can watch the live stream. No audio will be provided, but again, here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Great place for you to find all the college athletics games, whether it's baseball, softball, basketball, men's and women's. Women's wrestling going to start soon in the spring. Track and field, I'm sure, will be streamed as well. So all the athletics here at Santa Ana College can be found at the YouTube channel. Again, we appreciate you for tuning in. Wherever you may be tuning in from, whether you're watching live or tapping into the replay. Again, you can tune into all the home games here as they're on demand on the YouTube channel. You can go back and listen to some of the football games from the fall, some of the soccer games, as Caden Minter gets fouled on the way up. So he will go to the line for two. So Caden Minter will go to the line for two. Has 17 points on the evening. 4 for 5 from the line. The Dons defeated the Pirates back in their first matchup of Orange Empire Conference play by a score of 76-63. However, they're going to need a few things to go their way here in the last 5 minutes as they now trail by 12. after those 2 free throws are good by Caden Minter. He's now the leading scorer with 19 points. Mitchell Rawlings gets double teamed hard as the defensive intensity picks up. Lee's going to take a 3 from the near corner. Can't get it to go, but no one boxes out Aquino. Aquino and the Pirates can chew some more clock off. Aquino takes a quick 3. Look at Rawlings battle deep down with Armstrong, and they're going to call a foul on Armstrong. Now what you want to do there is give up an offensive rebound. However, you do send one of the worst free throw shooters on the Pirates to the line for 2 free throws. We saw him take 2 free throws earlier today. Went 0 for 2 on that trip. He has a funky shooting motion. Shoots with just one hand. Yep, there it is. Wow, missed everything on that one. Wonder what the shooting coach's thoughts on him shooting with just one hand. I'm sure one of his coaches was in his ear, maybe trishing it up a little bit, as this one's short as well. So 0 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. It's a 12-point game. As Rawlings giving some defensive pressure to a much smaller and quicker Carson Roberts. They get it to Vaughn Maxwell. Vaughn Maxwell steps into the mid-range jumper, and he gets the 2. 10-point game now. Going again with that full court trap. A 1-2-2 full court trap. Good ball pressure here. Lee finally gets it over for the Pirates. They keep the trap going into the half court. Now they kind of settle into their man-to-man. Roberts guarding Govett. Aquino leaves it for Rawlings, nearly poked away. They get it down low to Aquino, who was by himself. Maxwell was there, but he had to play very carefully on that contest. He didn't want to pick up his 5th foul and foul out of this game. Jaitis Hayes getting pressured by Aquino. And a touch foul called on Govett. So this stops the clock, and it's the 9th team foul. So it'll be a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity for the Dons. One more team foul, and it'll be 2 free throws guaranteed. 3:36 left to go. Let's see if the Dons have a little bit of comeback magic here on the court. Hayes shooting just 42% from the free throw line, only taking 12 free throws on the season. This will be his 2nd and 3rd free throw attempt on the evening. First one is strong. This one's poked away by Minter, and it'll be out of bounds on the Dons. So Aquino's going to sub out. Lee going to sub back in. Padilla's out on the floor with Lee, Govett, Rawlings, and Dickey. 5 on the floor for the Dons. Minter, Hayes, Franklin, Roberts, and Maxwell. Maxwell playing with 4 fouls, so he has to be very careful. Govett gets trapped, and that's a timeout called by head coach Steve Spencer from the bench. Good pressure there by Minter and Hayes. They're still fighting. 3:21 left to go. 71-59 is the score. Again, the Dons have one more game remaining on the season. They take on Saddleback College this Friday here at Bill Cook Gymnasium. It'll be sophomore night as they honor all the sophomores here on the roster. Sophomores that have come up big time and time again, like Court Franklin, who's the 2nd leading scorer tonight. Also has a double-double with 11 rebounds to go along with 18 points. Sophomore Jimmy Williams from Phoenix, Arizona, has had some key moments this season. A lot of good shooting as well from beyond the arc. Courtney Shan, who's not dressed out tonight, however, has played some big minutes for the team this season, along with Cam Johnson and Zeke Bennett, also not available tonight, but they had some big minutes for the Dons throughout the season. So they will all be honored Friday night at 5 p.m. Tip-off is scheduled for 5 p.m. as they take on the Saddleback Bobcats. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons basketball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel in conjunction with SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Noah Alvarez. It'll be Pirates ball, 16 seconds left on the shot clock. They did get it over half court already. It'll be Isaac Padilla to inbound the ball right in front of his head coach. Padilla, the leading scorer for the Pirates, with 20 points in the evening. Govett gonna leave it off for Padilla on the right side. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Lee has it. Padilla Now has it with 3, 2, 1. Chucks it up with his left hand. No good. Fight for the loose ball is going to go to Hayes. Hayes now with Rawlings all over him. Continue to push the tempo. Bumps into the contact and will go to the line for 2. Acrobatic shot there as Hayes comes up a little gingerly there. Hand on his lower back. Took a long, big, powerful step there. Someone needs to step up and provide more offense here for the Dons in the final 3 minutes. They trail by 12, a chance to cut it to 10 with the clock stopped. That is also the 10th team foul by the Pirates, so any foul from here on out will be 2 free throws guaranteed. Misses the first. Cade Dickey now going to check in for Isaiah Lee. Josh Govett now has 14 fouls too, so he'll have to play very cautiously. Govett has 4 fouls as well as Mitchell Rawlings. And for the Dons, Bodie Armstrong and Javon Maxwell have 4 fouls apiece. 1 for 2 on the trip. Jaitis Hayes stays on the court for the Dons. They trail by 11, 2:50 left to go. This one's tipped away by Franklin momentarily, but remains in possession as it goes out of bounds. Jimmy Williams going to check back in. Hayes going to sub out. Aquino gets the ball on the inbound, quickly trapped, now leaves it off for Govett. Govett gives it to a cutting Dickey. Dickey draws the contact and lays it in nicely. Good job of using the backboard there to protect himself from the incoming blockers. It was Franklin and Williams who tried to come in and block that one. However, the foul, we're going to call that on Vaughn Maxwell. So it was Vaughn Maxwell and Williams who came in. So Maxwell will pick up his 5th. He will now be forced to check out for the remainder of this game. As head coach David Bragg will have to make a substitution for him. A very thin bench indeed, as you can't see it on your screen, but Jaitis Hayes meeting with the trainer right now. Sam Marian's going to be forced to check in, and the only player left available on the bench is Bodie Armstrong. So down to their last 6. Cade Dickey look to capitalize on the 3-point play. This one's strong. Williams grabs the rebound. 2:41 left to go here. Dons trail by 13. 73-60 is the score. Don't need to start chucking up threes yet. Need to get a good offensive possession. Williams gets it off to Minter. Minter faded to the corner, being guarded tightly by Rawlings. Rawlings showing off good athleticism. Now Sam Marian fades away on the short range. Can't get it to go. Nothing going for the Dons as we're just over 2 minutes left to go. That might be all she wrote for the Dons' comeback attempt. Looks like Mitchell Rawlings has blood on the arm. So he's going to be forced to sub out. Zach Jones going to check in. Rawlings wanted to head to the bathroom, but he will go to the trainer to get that patched up. Now Govett has it, being guarded by Williams. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, 2 minutes left on the game clock. Padilla now has it on the left side. Gets past Minter, takes a tough contested 2. Strong on his attempt. 1:50 left to go. So the Dons have some late game magic. Roberts gets a screen from Minter. They have to be playing at a little bit of a faster pace. A lot of passing around the perimeter. Struggling to get penetration. Now here's Roberts slashing his way through the middle. Can't get the tough layup to go. Padilla now with the 2-on-1. Arian goes up straight, but he dumps it off for Govett. Govett couldn't finish on the contested layup. 1:20 now left. Roberts leaves it off for Arian. Arian tries to use the backboard. He's too strong on his attempt. Padilla now slashing through the defense. This one's too strong for Jones. Spencer not too happy with that pass attempt there. And Santa Ana will call a full timeout. They trail by 13. 1:07 left to go here in this one. We'll stay here on during this timeout. Just to remind you that the Dons have one more game, and it's a home game. So if you can't make it live in attendance, you can always tune in to the YouTube channel. That'll be Friday, January 23rd at 5 p.m. Again, there will be no audio feed. I won't be in attendance. However, you can tune in to the video feed here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. And that'll mark the end of basketball. It'll be both the men's and women's playing. The men's will kick things off at 5 o'clock, while the women's are the second leg of a doubleheader, starting their game at 7 p.m. But then it'll be on to the spring sports, as baseball and softball already in action, full swing of action. We'll be calling the softball game January 28th. That's a Wednesday, as they take on the College of the Desert Roadrunners. We'll also be having some baseball in the early weeks of March as well here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. There'll also be some women's wrestling as well as track and field during the spring season. So still plenty of sports to tune into here. Again, if you can't find the YouTube channel, you can always go to SACDONS, SACDONS.com for the schedule for all the games and a link for the YouTube channel as they try and get it to a cutting minter. Aquino saves it from going out of bounds. 3-on-1. Padilla goes right at Orion, and that will do it. It's now a 15-point lead, 45 seconds left to go. The Dons can't sweep the Pirates this season. It's almost an identical score to the game back on January 19th in favor of the Pirates this time. The Dons defeated the Pirates 76-63 as Franklin still battling down low. They call a foul. Again, that was back on January 19th. The Dons came out victorious 76-63. The Orange Coast, the Orange Coast Pirates will advance to 12-15 on the season, 6-9 in Orange Conference play. The Dons will fall to 5-10 and 11-16 overall. They do already have more wins than their total last season. They won only 10 games last year, finished 10-17. As the second free throw by Franklin is good. 75-62. Franklin is now the leading scorer for the Santa Ana Dons. Well, tied for the leading scorer. No, he is the leading scorer with 20 points. Also has 11 rebounds, 8 of 11 from shooting from the field. Shot clock is turned off as there's 10 seconds left remaining. Again, for everyone who played a part in the broadcast, Cammie Lewis, the SID, Sal, who does many things here for the athletics department. I am Noah Alvarez. We are signing off here from Bill Cook Gymnasium. The final score in this one, Dons 62, Orange Coast 75. A reminder, we'll be here again this Friday for a doubleheader. Men's tip off at 5 p.m. and the women's tip off at 7. We'll catch you guys next time.